Hi everyone. In the previous lecture I have told you about the operators, but I have not explained you it. So in this lecture I am going to explain the operators one by one. So please subscribe my channel so that you can view all the latest videos related to this. So let's get started. Operators or connectives. As you can see, operators basically it combines two expressions, one or more operands into a larger expression. That means it's gonna combine two expressions. So let me take you the first operator, that is negation operator. As I told you before, negation operator you can write it as this, that is also called as not. What it does, it transforms a proposition into its logical negation. So let me tell you the example. Like if P is I have brown hair, then what could be its negation? It could be not. That means you have put negation symbol with P and you're gonna write I do not have brown hair. That means negation is not. It's gonna turn a full equation into not. Okay, so what could be its truth table? Its truth table will be like that. Like here you will write P and here you will write the negation P. That means whatever, like suppose you're going to do its conjunction, then you're going to write conjunction P. But here now we are going to do negation, so we are going to write negation P. Now you are going to tell this will be true, false, false. Okay, now suppose this will be true and this will be false. So the conjunction operator as I have told you is and you can write it as like that. So it combines two propositions. That means it will combine two sentences, like it will put an and between the two sentences. Like example, you have P and then you have Q as well. P is what? I will have salad for lunch, and Q is I will have steak for dinner. Now what you want is you want to combine these two sentences, these two propositions. So what you will do is you will add an conjunction. So what will it combine? Like I will have salad for lunch and you will connect and I will have steak for dinner. So between these two propositions you are going to use conjunction, that is and. Now if you look at it at its truth table, so P is basically true, false, true, true, false, true, false, true. So true, false will be true. That means if one proposition is true and the other is false, that means it's gonna be false. That means and means both the statements should always be true. Always remember this thing, and means both the propositions should always be true. If one is false, then the both sentences are gonna be false. So for conjunction it's very important to remember this point. So if one is false and the other is true, then it's gonna be false. But if one is true and the other is false, it's also gonna be false. Sorry, it is false, not true. But if one is true and the other one is also true, then it's gonna be true. Means both propositions should be true, then the answer will be true. The next is disjunction operator. So disjunction operator you write as this one, which we call as or. What it does, it combines two proposition, but what its meaning would be that if one is true and the second is false, that means it is true. That means or means one should be true. If both are false, then it's gonna be false. But if one is true, then it's going to be true. So example, let's see it. P is that car has a bad engine, and Q is that car has a bad carburetor. So P or Q is either that car has a bad engine or that car has a bad carburetor. So let me tell you its disjunction truth table. So this operation we can also call as inclusive or. So let me show you its truth table. It's not going to write correctly, but it will be like this only. Let me show you. Like if one would be false and the second one would be also false, it's gonna be false. If one is false and the other is true, in disjunction, I am going to tell you disjunction, not conjunction right now. Okay, don't confuse. If one is false and other is true, then it would be true in disjunction, because disjunction means one statement should be true. If one is not true, then second is gonna true. So or means one should be true. So true or false is gonna be true, and true will be true. So this is some exercises, like it rained last night, and Q is the sprinklers came out last night, and R is the lawn was wet this morning. So what is this? It rained last night. Now you're going to tell you translate each of the following into English. That means these all statements you have to translate into this one. The first one is negation P. So what would be this in negation P? It rained last night. Tell me. It will be it had not rained last night. Okay, but you have to add a not because it is negation. The Q is the sprinklers came on last night. So it could be the sprinklers did not come on last night, or you can add the sprinklers had not come on last night, or the sprinklers came on last night. So you have to add negation and then negation Q will be the sprinklers had not come on last night, or and the lawn was wet this morning. So this is Q, negation Q and R. The third one is R and negation P. So it will be the lawn was wet this morning and it had not rained last night. The last one is negation R or P or Q. That is the lawn was not wet this morning. You have to add in not because it's negation. The lawn was not wet this morning, or it rained last night, or the sprinklers came out last night. So this could be all the sentences. So exclusive R. Exclusive R we write as this one, and it is also called XOR. What it does, it combines two propositions to form their logical exclusive R. So let me tell you, I will earn an A in this course. This is P, and Q is I will drop this course. So P exclusive or Q will be I will either earn an A for this course or I will drop it, but not both. Okay. So let me tell you its exclusive auth table. So it's gonna be false will be false. It is same like that one, or because it's not true right now. So let me tell you about implication operator. So implication means P implies Q, states that P implies Q. They have told you that it is false only in that case that P is true but Q is false. Okay, it will be only false when P is true but Q is false, then it's gonna be false. Example, I am elected, I will lower taxes. So when it comes to implication, you have gonna add if. That means if I am elected, then I will lower taxes. So what is biconditional operator? Biconditional operator you will write at this. It is true when both P implies Q and Q implies P are true. Like it is raining, the home team wins. Then what you will write, if and only if. When it comes to biconditional, you have to add if and only if. If and only if it is raining, the home team wins. Like you can see here, false will be true. One is false and other is true, it will be false. That means when both are false, it will be true. And when both are true, it is going to be true. So this is the truth table of all the operators that I have explained you right now. Like P and Q is there, and it is false and true, it is being written. So when we talk about, let me give you the summary of all. So when we talk about conjunction, it would be both are false, it would be false. One is false, another is true, it would be false. So basically what was conjunction? When both are true, then only it will be true, otherwise it would be false. So when both are true, it's gonna be true, otherwise all will be false. And what is R? If one is true, then it will be true. If both are false, then it will be false as well. Okay, so both are false, so it is false, but in this equations, as you can see, true are there, so it is true. When we talk about negation P, it is the inverse of P. That means if it is P, it will be true here. If it is F, it will be true here. If we talk about P implies Q, so it will be false when, as I have told you, it will be false when P is true and Q is false, only then it will be false, otherwise it will be true. And when it will be negation P or Q, so we are going to combine this one, negation P, and Q. So true and false, that means it's gonna be true, that means you're gonna use the or. So let me tell you the precedence of logical operators. For negation it is 1, the precedence is 1. For and or, and then for and the precedence is 2, and for or its precedence is 3. For implies it is 4, and for biconditional it is 5. So please subscribe my channel so that you can view all the related videos to this. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.